a man lives alone in a house, which appears to be haunted. It started out with some banging sounds and occasional knocking, and then things started moving on their own, and one night he captures this.
What the fuck?
All sorts of objects can be seen moving all over the place in the house. The man, being used to most of the activity, doesn't panic much, but isn't sure what is causing these events.
They were camping in the Brazilian woods when something begins to hunt them. A Brazilian YouTuber named NanoFG, who posts videos traveling around Brazil, recording his camping adventures, decides to set up camp with friends in the woods of Portobello. Everything in the video started off normal, prepping for the hike and making their way there. Now, as Nano and friends arrive and set up camp, they enjoy their time by the beach, but once nighttime comes, they begin to hear something moving around in the woods.
¿Sí? ¿Lo ves? Filmalo. ¿Lo estás filmando? Lo está mirando. Ahí está, lo veo. ¿Lo quita? Sí.
Lurking in the dark, they see a pair of glowing eyes staring at them.
No, es lo que pensamos, es un puma, no sé qué mierda es, boludo.
Sí, no sé.
O sea, alumbren, no corran. Ahí viene. Ahí viene.
Ahí.
Estoy viendo, está más arriba. Subió.
After some time, whatever this is rushes at them as it stops and climbs into a tree. Not wanting to stay there any longer, Nano and the crew quickly pack up and begin to hike back to the main road, only to hear it and see it again, stalking them on their way back. They then make it to the main road safely, unsure if this was a puma hunting them or something else.
We have some interesting footage today, and it's actually coming out of China. A family captured something odd on their home security system, and you can see the shadow of it. It does look humanoid moving around at the back, but then it comes forward very quickly and the camera can't catch it. But the question is what is it? Is it a ghost? Something else? Something that is moving too fast and we just can't capture with our technology? Or is it something in between dimensions? Take a look at this. Comment below. Tell me what you see.
What's he got? What's he got?
He was just sleeping when this happens. A man named Chris moved into a new house with his wife and son and decided to get the place blessed after experiencing strange events, including their son seeing someone in the basement and asking, "Who is that?" And then he began saying, "There is a monster in my room." Thinking it's just his imagination, they dismissed the thought, but set up a security camera in his room just in case. What happens next is utterly terrifying. The former owner was an 80-year-old man who once fell in the living room. unable to move for days, leaving a large pool of blood on the flooring. Chris believes perhaps this former owner's spirit remains, haunting the place and tormenting new residents of the home. But to yeet his little son off the bed is going too far.
A cry for help. This next video is a bit of a mystery, as it was reposted to TikTok without a source or information. The video shows CCTV footage of a young girl as she walks around her home. What happens next is like something from a nightmare. Lights suddenly begin to flicker, startling the young girl as she rushes for the door. But the door won't open. As she slams on the doorway, crying out for help, an ominous dark shape can be seen slowly moving towards her. One dark edge reaching out, almost like an arm ready to grab her. That's when someone, presumably her brother, comes to her rescue and opens the door for her to escape. Now, without a source, we'll probably never know what happened here. So, I ask you, is it real? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
I'm here doing construction work at my house by myself, and my phone starts going off. I start getting these notifications that a person's been detected in my house. 6 minutes ago, it says someone was here. Look. There's nobody here. Yeah, there's no one here. I don't understand. I noticed yesterday there was people detected too, and so I checked the cameras on yesterday's video. Okay, hold on. Okay, alright. Here, check this out. Look, no one. And then watch this. Look. And then it just disappears. And then I check the second camera in the room, and check this out. Look. The shadow right there. But there's no person. I don't know what to say.
She found a sketchy book in her old house, but what she finds inside is disturbing. A girl named Amelia decided to search her house after she kept hearing banging sounds coming from her bedroom. Something suddenly opens the blind as the headset is knocked down from the wall. Creeped out, she begins to search her house, when she noticed one of her floorboards wasn't properly secured and rattled, so she decides to look under and finds this.
It's filthy.
Buried underneath is an old book with golden pages, alongside a few other items like paper and nails she found prior to recording. Inside the book, she finds a series of pictures of her own home, estimated to be hundreds of years ago. After further exploring the spot, she finds a few vials, coins, and a strange object. But as Amelia decides to open one of these ancient items, this happens.
It's got cork in it.
She doesn't seem to notice something beside her can be heard breathing.
The fuck is that? The fuck is that in the woods? Hello? Hello?
Thank you.